You won't believe this. A black CEO tried to withdraw 10 grand from her own bank, and the manager straight up said no. Yeah, that happened. 7 minutes later, that same manager was packing her things, fired on the spot. Let me back up a sec and tell you how this played out, because it's wild and raw and about way more than just money. So, picture this: a quiet, regular Tuesday afternoon at a fancy downtown bank in Atlanta. The kind of place where you expect smooth service, or at least you think you do. Danielle Reynolds walks in sharp suit, calm but confident. Just a woman trying to get some cash from her own account. Not even a big entourage. No special treatment. Just Danielle, CEO of one of the city's fastest-growing tech companies. Youngest black woman to ever run a Fortune 500 firm in the region. She's breaking ceilings left and right. But today, she just wants 10 grand out of her personal checking account. She approaches the teller window, hands over her ID. The bank manager, a woman named Karen, older, clipboard in hand, looking like she's ready to lecture rather than help, barely glances at the ID before cutting her off. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't authorize this withdrawal without additional verification. Her tone, dripping with condescension. Like Danielle had just tried to scam the bank or something. You know that look, the one that says, "I don't believe you belong here." Danielle didn't flinch. She just slowly pulled off her sunglasses, eyes locking onto Karen's like a laser beam. "Excuse me," she said, voice steady but sharp. The tellers nearby stopped what they were doing. The security guard shifted in place. You could almost hear the tension thicken like fog. No one yet knew Danielle was the boss of this whole operation, including Karen. Karen repeated the policy line. "Large withdrawals require extra steps." "Ma'am," Danielle smirked. "A quiet challenge." "For me," she said, leaning in. "Run my name again." That's when things got interesting. The whisper started. "Is that?" "No way." Employees scrambled to pull up her account, faces turning pale as they realized exactly who was standing there. Karen's confidence started cracking. You could see it in her eyes. She stammered something about a misunderstanding, but Danielle cut her off. "Let me guess," Danielle said, tapping her nails on the counter. "You thought I was just another suspicious black customer trying to access an account that couldn't possibly be mine?" Karen's face flushed. She was caught. But instead of apologizing, she doubled down on policy and procedures. That's when Danielle pulled out her phone and calmly said 3 words that changed everything: "I need HR." Karen's stomach dropped. The color drained from her face. She still didn't get it until HR walked into the lobby and Danielle was standing there. Not just as a customer, but as the CEO of the entire bank. In the HR office, Karen tried to plead, "I didn't know it was you." But Danielle's jaw tightened. That's the problem. How many other customers like me, black, brown, or just regular folks, have you treated like criminals? How many have you dismissed, ignored, or humiliated? Karen's voice shook. "You're really firing me over this." Danielle didn't blink. "No. I'm firing you for failing your job, for negligence, for disrespect." She paused, then delivered the final blow. "Security will escort you out." The scene back in the bank was electric. Employees stood straighter. Customers whispered. Danielle walked out with that quiet power. Only someone who's been underestimated knows. No need to look back, because this wasn't about revenge. It was about respect. Respect for herself, for everyone who came after, and a promise that this bank would never forget who she was. Now, here's the kicker. It's easy to say justice served. But how many Karens are still out there? How many others keep making the same mistakes, fueled by bias and ignorance? What does accountability really mean in spaces like this? I want to hear your take. Was Danielle right to fire Karen on the spot, or should there have been another way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about power, prejudice, and what real respect looks like today. If this story hit home, smash that like button and share it around, because stories like these need to be told.